we are back on Epsom Downs where all sorts of fun things go on. Today, as you can see, we are at the Terrier Derby. So this is an event that takes place on this August bank holiday race day. So it is a bank holiday Monday today. Most people don't have to be at work. So a lot of people, nowhere near as many as the Derby, but a lot of people are up here for later today. There will be some horse racing going on the main racecourse, but in the meantime, the thing that a lot of people are watching at the moment is some Terrier Racing going on here in aid of the Royal Marsden, which is a local cancer hospital. So we're going to have a look at some of the Terrier Racing. We might go for a bit of a walk around Downs, although as you can see, there's not an awful lot happens on the Downs on a non-Derby race day. But we're going to go up here and have a look.
Everything a kid could want, I had in Cracker Jack.
Okay, we're almost ready. We're sitting flying away.
Step over a dog leash. You've got a few, couple of food trucks, couple of bookies out for the horse racing later. There's no dogs in the starting gate yet. Racing that short distance up to the finish line that was here, and we have seen one dog crash with quite some force into that wall.
Okay, we've got a few regulars in this, especially Nutmeg, last year's winner. This looks a very, very competitive semi-final, ladies and gentlemen. We've got some the all top dogs now. Okay, hold on, have we got them all there? Is a yellow missing? I can't see yellow. Ah, that's better. Okay, we're ready to rock. You ready down the start? Okay, Mr. Starter. So far around, let's go!
Speedy.
And looks like a dominant display by Nutmeg in blue. Well done, Nutmeg. And Nails in second. Nails in yellow in second. Nutmeg's in middle.
Up here earlier, I think we've all gone in. I did manage to miss the mascot race. They had various mascots from local sports clubs, Surrey Police, other local companies, institutions, charities. The mascots all did a race along a bit of the home straight here, and I think Surrey Police won that. Can't remember who came second, but the Womble from Wimbledon Football Club was in there somewhere as well. Yellow wins, blue second.
You should have stayed by the
Another token.
7 times finalist Robin. This could be his finest hour. If only we had better than this, it would be so tight, honestly. Okay, so Jack, Rocky and Jasper through the pen. So Rocky and Jasper, grab your colours for the final. Nutmeg and what's the other one? Anyway, the winner and the runner-up can be the semi-finals. Should grab their collars for the finals. Now, this is a really big one. There's some real seasoned champions there. Top dogs. So there's a bit. Yeah, what about his collar?
I'm just going to check my audio settings a sec. I'll be back in a sec for the final.
They can walk up and down. We'll have a little parade for the finalists.
Where are we doing this parade?
Okay. Let's give them a little quick parade, I think, you know. So, Rocky, Jasper, Nutmeg, and Naz. Are they there? Do you have a little parade on the track before we kick off?
for them to set up. They've got a little bit of the Derby spirit in there. You've got some swings, some really traditional funfair stuff, helter skelter, some swings, and the rotating swingy thing. I don't know what you call that thing. And a lot of bookies in there. I will be online until the first race, I think. One in, two in. And they're off again.
Ain't no plan, eat your heart out. London, Liverpool for the second time. Just there, runner up. Just performance 3 times. So we're talking 2 absolute champions. So we're going to have a presentation in about a 5-minute break, and we'll be having a presentation up here for the winners. So do come and cheer.
Well, it's a bit quieter. Let's have a look at what's going on the rest of the downs. So there will be, I think, one race actually starting from over there. One race starts somewhere up here. One race starts somewhere up there, and most of the races today are 7 furlong races, which start all the way up there. So we might go see the start of the first race.
We can have David. We're starting to try a veterans race. So any of the veterans that are still around, yeah.
Let's go for a bit of a wander. Just adverts on the TV at the moment, and music that I need to keep talking over so I don't get into trouble for copyright issues. Yes. Let's head away from that. Let's head down this way a bit. Let's get kicked off. I think they're trying to get everyone hyped up. Let me get my schedule out and have a look. Just have a look at my schedule. So it is now, what is it, 1:17. So yeah, we've got the presentation for the dogs, and the horse racing starts at 2, so they've got a little while to go yet. Wait for everyone to enjoy the facilities and enjoy the refreshments. And then there are 6 horse races there. I'm definitely not staying for all of those. They're between 2 and 5 p.m, so I'm definitely not staying for all that. But I'll probably be online until the first one, which is at, just looked at it and completely forgot, 2:07. So I'll probably stay on for that one. I might go for a wander up to the start, because that's the bit at the Derby you don't usually see. In one of my recent videos I did get to see one starting at that same place, but I might go for a wander up there and we can have a look at the start of the race and hopefully be able to hear the result on the PA, because obviously I can't run, definitely can't run as fast as horses to get to the end to see the finish of that. But yeah, I might do that later. We'll go for a bit more of a walk now.
Epsom Downs. It is Family Fun Day, and you were with us earlier on. You're going to see a fantastic fast race at Farms 12. We've got plenty of entertainment for you at the Racecourse to see. Six races kicking off at 7 minutes past 2 o'clock. And it features the Betfred Amateur Derby at 3:52. Well, there's plenty going on the racetrack as well. There's plenty of entertainment for the kids. You can find kids' overall and towards the end of the grandstand. Plenty going on, plenty of free rides. So have a great afternoon with us.
Checking some people there got together with the marquee. I just got all sorts of different marquees.
We've got the under 5s race after the first race, under 8s after the second race, and under 11s after the third race. Now you do need to register.
Is that children or horses? I think that's children.
And once those ability spaces is on,
They're children races. Didn't know they did children racing here.
go to the side on the running grid where you'll be able to find the registration desk. Now let's bring you up to date with the news of the horse racing.
I would go through the tunnel, but I would definitely lose mobile signal if I did that, so maybe not.
Is out. That ran yesterday at Goodwood. 4:25, number 2 Atlantis Blue, and the final race at 5 o'clock, number 1 Little Boy Blue. So that's 2:07, number 9 Let's Be Accepted. 3:52, number 7 NM2. 4:25, number 2 Atlantis Blue, and number 5 o'clock, number 1 Little Boy Blue. Here at Epsom Downs this afternoon. Official going here is good to toss in places, and good to toss in places. The ground here this afternoon. Finish race is on sale right now.
Yeah, this, for these family events, there is no fun for out here. There is no temporary heliport out here. There are still quite a few cars. For anyone just joining, I am up on Epsom Downs for Family Fun Day. We've had the Terrier Racing, so if you want to jump back in the stream, you can see the Terrier Racing up to the final of that. And at the moment, I'm just going for a wander across the Downs because it's 1:25 now. At just gone 2 o'clock, the first race will be starting, and I'm heading over to the 7 furlong start point, which is where is it? Just behind these trees here, I think, to get a look at the start of the race. So I'm going up there now because to see it I have to cross the racecourse to get to the outside where the start point is, because it's sort of if the racecourse goes round, the start point sort of verges off of the 7 furlong start point. So I have to cross the racecourse, and at some point they will close that for safety, because once horses start coming up the course, even though the crossing point I'm heading for is beyond the 7 furlong start, they will still close that crossing, because horses don't know they're going to the 7 furlong start point, and if they start to misbehave and they want to run further on, they need a clear course to let them run if they go out of control, which does happen. Last time I was up here at the 7 furlong start point for to see a race started, one of the horses was definitely being difficult and not wanting to get into its stall, and so they could easily have gone for a bit of a run. So I'm going to carry on up here, take that crossing, and then we may have to wait around a little bit because we are still a little bit early. About half an hour till the race, so it might be a little while before they bring the horses up. Actually, you can just see them moving the starting point there now, but we can watch the setup going on. I was going to say, I don't know if they have a helicopter up for this. There is a helicopter approaching. So they may do, or they may just use static cameras and maybe a camera drone. You get some interesting stuff like that up here. This is one of the things about this race course, is that when you live here you get used to certain bits of it being open all the time, and then suddenly when a race day is on they close off random bits. So there's a bit just over here ahead of me which is normally a wide open crossing over the course, and because there's racing on today they close it off and you're restricted to certain crossing points that are then stewarded, because if there's vehicle movements they won't let you cross them. But we'll walk up here to this pedestrian crossing, this foot crossing, and see what it's like. There's the crossing you can normally cross through, just here. As you can see, there's vehicles moving, things being towed around. Afternoon. Am I right to cross? Thank you very much. I have to duck, but other than that, thank you. There's one of the cameras. It's the longer starts up there. Tell you what, these woods are great for. These woods are great for wide games. Did a few of those with the church youth groups. Real horses. So yeah, there's a whole load of woodland up here. Buried somewhere in the woodland up there is an old stables that's currently being refurbished. It's the 7 furlong start getting set up. Actually, you get some fantastic views from up here. I forget how nice it is when you come over the back end of the downs here. There's the Tadworth estate over that way. You've got a load more horses. You see all the horses down there? I don't know if you can in the quality. I'm streaming in. This is not part of the racecourse, this is part of the training. This is a hack ride, I think, so this is set up for doing a bit of speed training. Nice long straight area to ride in. There's another one down there that's not got barriers. There's these white markers. Where are they? Really hard to see in the lens. About there, 2 white markers. There you go. What looks like some jumps. I don't think we did jumping here. I'll have to go investigate those. But it is very nice out here. Yeah, these woods are good for wide games in. A little bit scary at night. Is it safe for me to cross this? Yes, it is. I'm very aware I need to keep an eye out for horses around here because I forget what the exact times of day are, but at certain times of day horses have priority over here over people. And I mean, at any time a horse really has priority over you because it's about, I don't know how many times the weight of a person. A horse definitely wins in an argument. So I'm just going to keep an eye out all the time we're out here for fast moving horses. Slow moving horses over there, no fast moving horses. I am keeping an eye on the clock, so we will be back at the start towards the start of that race. See how that goes on. See all the horses come up and get ready. So the racing starts at 2. I'm coming over to look at whatever these are out on the training grounds over here. And then I'll head back to the start of the race, ready for the horses. Assuming you can hear me over the wind today. It is very windy out here. These are jumps, that's interesting. So Epsom Downs Racecourse itself, as far as I know, well, it doesn't currently have any races, any jump races. I don't know if it ever has. It doesn't currently. But there are some jumps out here for training, which I never actually noticed in all the time I've lived around here. The battery, alright. Looks like a ski jump with that full fence. That would be kind of fun actually when it snows. Come out here with a horse and you horse-toed skiing, is that a thing? So I get the feeling these aren't really used much, else someone will be looking after them. That looks a bit nasty if you get it wrong. And foam rubber, but on a solid backing. Someone had a horse stand on it and punch a horseshoe shaped and sized hole through it. That's really not easy to say. Horseshoe shaped. It's lovely. And out here, can I see it? I think possibly just over that one, just there, and a couple here. There are some vineyards out here. I don't know what company it is. It's not Denby's. There is a big vineyard in Surrey, which is Denby's. Those aren't Denby's. It's a different vineyard, or it may be a small holding or a small farm. I'm not really sure. Keep my eyes peeled again. Coming back across here, because I'm off the footpaths. What are we now? 1:40, so 20 minutes until, well, 25 minutes until the first race. So hopefully, if we head back over to the start of the race over here, there should be a bit more going on. They don't tend to send the horses up way before the race because they're quite highly strung and they don't want them hanging around. And they definitely don't want to keep them trapped in the starting gates for any longer than they need to. So as soon as the last one is in and secure, they do the countdown, then they're off. I'm gonna have a drink in a sec. Pony Club? Possibly. Big Shire type horse there. I don't think I've ever actually done horse riding. There's where the start is. This is the 7 furlong start. Excuse me, the 6 furlong start is just there. And then the 5 furlong start is the famous Tatton Corner that's way over there. And the 5 furlong start is a straight race. And also, to use the 5 furlong start requires a road closure. And then they have to put Hessian matting down over the road, cover that in grass clippings. And they only do that for the Derby. They're not doing any 5 furlong races today. They're mostly 7 furlong. There's a bit of paper gone. Might have lost it. I have lost it, but it doesn't matter. Oh no, it's in that pocket. I know what I'm doing, honest. So today's races are the other side of the bit of paper. First 2 are 7 furlong. That's this start just here. Then there's 1 mile 4 furlong, which I think is probably the far end of the course down there. That's possibly the length of the Derby. 1 mile 2 furlong, 1 mile 113 yards, so 3 getting progressively shorter. And the last one's a 7 furlong from here again. So we'll hang out around here for a bit. Where are we at? 1:45. First race is at 2:07. So I might go for a bit of a wander further up and we can see when they start sending horses around. And at the moment it's blissfully quiet and I can't hear any of the announcements at all, which is kind of nice, but it does mean unfortunately if I stay up here to watch the start of the race from the very start, that we are not going to hear what the rest of the race is because they haven't put speakers up this far. So I would have to look up what the race result was. I can see if I can do that on my second phone that I'm using for comments and chat, or I can look it up later. So there's a plane up there. I can look it up later and put it in the description what the result was. Let's head up this way and see what we can see up here. I think this post you can just about see is the six furlong mark, because you sort of extrapolate across, you'd get the 6 furlong start over there. And there's 2 guys sat at the far side of the course over here with little forks, and I think their job is that after the horses have been around, they go along and look for any bits of ground that have been I'm guessing either any divots that have been picked out by the horseshoes, or any particularly big holes that have been made by the horseshoes, and just sort of, you just think basically sticking their forks in the earth and like prodding it a bit, I guess, to like lift it up. It's mind amusing, I was reading earlier today that this is a flat racecourse, it's in inverted commas, because it has no jumps, but it has something like a 150 foot rise from the longest start up to the highest point, which is somewhere around this corner here. And so that makes the 6 and 7 furlong races relatively easy because you're already on the top of that hill. And the long races, jockeys have to be careful not to go too hard at the beginning, use up all their energy, and then have nothing else left for the downhill bits of the race and the flats. There is a slight rise up to the winning post. You can actually almost see that from here. The racecourse is a little sort of bowl along the home straight there. Can I see any active horse activity yet? No. When I stop talking, I can just about hear the commentary. Let me turn the volume up on this so you can hear it. No, I can hear a guy's radio now. There's a couple of people making use of the kite flying area. There is actually an official kite flying area on Epsom Downs. Between the main footpath and this side of the main footpath that goes across the middle and the edge of the racecourse. That is an official kite flying area. And then the other side is the model aircraft club's area, because there is a model aircraft and drone club here, which I have considered joining. But you have to pay the membership fee, which makes sense. And you then also, you have to fly with another member. You're not allowed to fly on your own, which is slightly annoying. But there you go. Heading 150, 15 minutes. Put the tripod base on this camera and put it down for a minute, but I can't because I've attached a phone to the bottom of it. I'm trying to open a bottle of drink while holding a camera. Excuse me a moment. Oh, it's been in my back pocket being shaken around a bit. This is the start or end, I suppose, of that ride we crossed over earlier. Ooh, windy. What I should probably do for these events is see if I can get hold of a set of the walkie-talkies they use and see if I can find the channel they're on. And I could hear what the stewards are talking about when they're closing the course and So I know when the horses are coming round then. I certainly smell horses. Apologies for the seasickness there, I just caught myself on my microphone cable. I can certainly smell some horses, but that's this here left from those horses that came around earlier. Vehicle's coming up, so we must be getting near to starting. Oh, and they've just tested the gates. I did wonder if they tested them. Camera guy's getting all harnessed up, ready to go up. My phone all wonky now, we're pulling the cable out by accident. I might have to be slightly wonky for the rest of the day. Wiggly. Pre-race briefing going on. Still no horses yet though. Take you. No, I was going to try and reset this level. I've mucked up my level by pulling out my microphone cord, but it's not going to play ball. attached to fences and everything. Helicopter. Where are we now? 59, so 8 minutes till the start of the race? I'm never sure what the start of a race measurement is. Is it when the horses start coming out and then they wander up here? It's, despite the schedule, giving times like 2:07 for the start of a race, it's not a specific schedule, it's just rough timings. Should we go around here and have a look through the barriers, through the fence? We've got the deck chairs out, aren't they? Focus. There we go. Ooh, this caravan's watching something. Our horse is on the way up. If anyone's watching, he's watching the, I assume, ITV coverage. Actually, there's probably no TV coverage of this, is there? It's probably just online streaming coverage. Aha, horses.
Oh, Bobby. Don't forget it. Right, leads on the rest, lads. Let's go. Greg 1, Shannon 3, Murphy 5, Cosgrave 7, Caliban 9, Daddy 11. Ryan 2.
He's done that as much. Best paint, those bits, phony bits.
Good 10. Yeah, I've got a square. Is it a K bit?
I don't know what it's fucking.
Might have a little lozenge in the middle of it, Pat.
Yeah.
That's what it'll have.
Fucking.
What's more than a lozenge?
Yeah.
Show you.
That's
Yeah, show me the picture. Yeah, it's probably a K bit.
Right on, there's no blinds, lads. We were out. Get out. Fox, we get the rug on that.
Yeah, got the rug. Yeah, mate. This one here, Hector.
Yeah, it is.
All right. Thank you. Yeah. What was it like? He was in a long, long time at Donny.
To be fair, Rob said he'd given him a lovely ride. He said literally the last 5 seconds.
Rosa. All right. Bob.
Right, Hector, off you go, please.
You won't sit in, Kieran. Yeah, get it.
Get it in.
And they're gone. And the next race is from here, so they're just going to reset this. But it's not until 2:42, and I'm probably not going to hang around for another 40 minutes. Let's see if I can find the results for that one. Where are we? Monday, 26th of August. 10 running. I can hear the excitement. I don't know how quick the results are going to come up. Here's the guy who's going along, prodding the ground with forks. Assuming this is the results, I don't really know. Looks like number 1 ignition, number 2 risk, number 3 square dial, 4 tactical something. This phone doesn't have a very big screen. No, I think that was the position they were in. Finished, result to follow. There we go. So no, that was just the number order. Well, I'll find the result for that race and put it in the description. As I say, I'm not going to hang around for the rest of the races. If you've found this channel and you're a racing fan, then unfortunately I'm not a horse racing channel. I am a walking channel, and also bits and pieces in Surrey, because that's just where I happen to live. Let's switch this around. I do quite a lot of videos up on Epsom Downs because it's my nearest large open green space where I can go for walks. So I'll do walks around here, but also other places in the country. I'm doing a load of walks looking at different high streets in the UK, so you can see what all the different high streets look like. That's a really good one if you used to live in one of the places I've been. It's quite interesting to see what has become of various high streets over the years as things change, as stores come and go. So if you're interested in that sort of stuff, you can subscribe. If you're interested in racing, not really a channel for you unfortunately, but you're welcome to subscribe anyway if you think it might be interesting. I'm just going to go for a bit more of a walk along the edge of the racecourse here, and then I'll probably leave it there with this live stream for the day, and I'll see you again some other time. I think my family's just up ahead of me there, so I'll probably join up with them and then we'll go home.